Hola, mi gente. So, what's my plan for the new year now that I've earned over 2 million points in 2023? 2023 was good to me, but am I going to continue to apply for all these cards at such a rapid rate to earn more points in the upcoming year? Oh, hell no. Today, I'm going to tell you my strategy and offer some suggestions that you can use to help make 2024 the year that you earn the most points and miles. And if that sounds good to you, hit that like and subscribe button because it does help the channel. But I'm hoping that the information I give you today will help you make 2024 the year that you can make at least a 500,000 points. So let's just dive right into it. So last week, I mentioned in my video that earning sign-up bonuses on a monthly basis was just overwhelming at times and sometimes just super stressful. Um, it was exhausting. The payoff was great. I'm not going to complain about the payoff in terms of the points, but the stress to keep it all organized on a day to day, weekly, and monthly basis was just a lot to deal with sometimes. So, honestly, when I started applying for all these cards and earning all the points and miles, my hair was jet black. Seriously. You know better than that, right? But now my plan for the first 3 months, because I didn't want to do a whole plan for the year because you never know really what's going to come in or what's going to throw things like a monkey wrench into things. But for the next 3 months, this is what my plan's going to be using the right cards in the right categories to get the maximum number of points. Now, I'm also going to try to focus my spend on certain ecosystems, and that's going to be the American Express ecosystem and the Chase ecosystem. I want to get at least another couple of 100,000 points so that I can take the trip of a lifetime with my wife to celebrate our 25th anniversary and, not use any cash in the process, just really, use the points and miles. And that's why I'm doing this, right? So, how am I going to pull that off? Well, I broke down what my highest spend categories are on a monthly basis. And I looked for the cards that I can place that monthly spend on that's going to give me the maximum number of points. Being that I'm not going to chase any sign up bonuses, I'm not going to miss out on getting 1 point for something when I could have gotten three or four. But that's what you normally have to do when you're chasing a sign up bonus. Okay. I'm also not going to try to avoid putting extra fees on things to make this like I had to do for the spend requirement. So in other words, like if I did my property taxes, you pay a 2.85% every time you add it to a card as opposed to having it just coming out of your account. So I'm not doing that this time either. So this is going to be nice and pure and clean the next 3 months. So I went over all the multipliers and here's how it's going to go down, starting with the Wyndham Business Earners Card. Okay. The Wyndham Business Earners Card is wonderful for gas. I don't have a gas car, so I'm not going to be able to cash in on that 8 times multiplier, but I will cash in on the 5 times for marketing, advertising, social media, which all of us creators have to do and pay for, and 5 times on utilities. Now, for me, PSC&G, which is our light and gas, that's $300 at minimum a month times five. Okay, so I'm looking at 1,500 Wyndham Earners points a month, and then you multiply that by 12. So you can see where you're going to start adding up these points, and the earning potential could be huge just on regular spend. And that's the key to this. I don't want you to manufacture it. I want your regular earning. The next one is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I might product change this to the reserve when comes up in April. But for now, the next 3 months, the preferred is going to be my go to for the following 3 times on dining. Now, although it won't be the go to card all the time on dining because it's 3 times, but where they don't accept the American Express Gold card and it's 4 times earning potential on dining, the preferred comes in at 3 times, which is wonderful. Also, streaming services. For how long have we said we're going to cut the cord, cut the cord, cut the cord? And now we have all these streaming services that have splintered off into all these different groups. And when you total them up, it's a hell of a lot of money. So right now, the preferred will give you 3 times back on Apple Music, Apple TV, Disney, the Hulu bundle, Max, Netflix, Paramount, Sirius, and YouTube Premium. So on that alone, 3 times per month, multiply that by 12. Again, you see where I'm going. The regular spend put on the right card can give you maximum potential. Now, my only cash card in all this, and it's a cute little card this time because with Discover, you're able to switch in and out of whatever cards you want and keep the same account number. But this is for my dog Harley, who's a Westie, and Discover It is offering 5% cash back for the next category, which is going to be dining and in drugstores. Now, here's the kicker. It's my first year with Discover, and they're doubling my cash back spend. So in actuality, it'll be 10%. So right now, actually, before I went to record this today, Discover sent me my 6 month cash back earnings. And I've done 150, so I've maxed out to 75 per quarter, and they're gonna double that already. So far, so good. So with Discover It, I'm gonna get 5% dining, which will be 10% for me because it's in the first year. The same applies to drugstores. So if I go to CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, 10% cash back, that's a solid pickup for that. So that's why this is going to be in my rotation for the next quarter. Now, coming up next is the business card that has really taken a beating in the last couple of months. And this one's from Chase, not Amex. I know you all think I'm still the Amex fanboy, and I love Amex, but the Chase Inc. Business Preferred card has incredible multipliers. And here's why I'm going to use it. So I was using the regular preferred for just regular travel. Let's say I was using Lyft, or, well, actually, Chase gives you 5% with Lyft, but Uber or any cabs or anything like that. The regular preferred was giving me 2 times. The Chase Inc. Preferred gives me 3 times on travel. And it's pretty wide range from tolls to parking to ferries, bridges, you name it, 3 times. That's a great multiplier for travel. In addition, internet, cable, and phone. For me, with 2 homes, it's over $300 a month. So again, multiply that by 3, we're looking at a heck of a return. In addition, advertising, again, social media sites and search engines. So website that I'm putting up should be up and running in about a month or so. Things like that. This is my go-to card for the Chase Inc. Preferred. So it's a solid business card, and for $95 in annual fees, you can't beat it. So this is in my rotation as if it was a regular personal card. Last but not least is, of course, the gold card. You knew that this was coming. The gold card, 2 main categories, guys. What do we spend the most on other than rent and maybe our cars, right? It's going to be dining out and pickup and delivery 4 times, and 4 times in supermarkets up to $25,000 a year. So this is the card that earned me the most points across any ecosystem, any currency last year. On the conservative side, I gained or earned about 50,000 American Express membership rewards points just on regular spend. Okay? So that's huge, especially when you're going to transfer them out to partners. That's a heck of a lot of money in return for putting it on regular monthly spend. Now, 5 cards. That's all it is. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm hoping that I can, keep this going and that I don't keep tripping myself up and adding things and then seeing the greatest offer ever on a card and applying for it. I'm going to really try my best to keep it simple to these 5 cards and max out the categories in these 5 particular cards, at least until March. I'm not going to push it after that, but at least until March. So I hope I was able to give you some ideas on how to make the spend requirements on your regular day-to-day cards, getting the maximum potential without overspending or manufacturing spend for them. And, if you stayed all the way to the end, guys, I really appreciate it. I thank you as always for watching, and I thank you for giving me the privilege of your time. Until next time, take care.